All right, so we're at the end of the training here. So I'm just going to summarize what you've learned and go from there. If you need help, you can always hire me. I'm here to help you. Here to help you implement trust and trust in your real estate business. You know, like I said, I've been doing it since 2012. I've done it in my real estate deals since 2016, and as I do it through the years, it gets stronger and stronger. I just keep learning more, all that good stuff. Anyways, so what is the land trust? Land trust is basically a holding entity for your real estate deals. And yes, you want a different land trust for each property. Ultimately, that way, you know, some attorneys can't just look up the name and find all your deals. And, you know, let's say they find 20 deals with the same name. Yeah, they just found all the properties that trust owns. So you don't want to do that. You want to have different trusts for different properties. So when a land trust makes sense, well, when you want your privacy for sure, and you want to basically make it easy to transfer, easy to buy, you want less liability, more privacy, all that good stuff. So that's when it makes sense. When it's a poor fit, when basically you don't have any shielding entity, when there's no LLC involved, then it doesn't really make too much sense because your name's still out there. So you got to think about that first. Get your LLC first, then work on the trust, and then you go from there. So there's basically three main roles in a trust. You have the trustee, a grantor, and a beneficiary. In most cases, the grantor or the settler is the person or the entity that makes the trust. So in my case, I help people make trusts. I'd be the settler or the creator of the trust, and I grant it onto you. You become the trustee. You can either hire interim trustees, which could be friends, attorneys, title companies, anybody that was willing to do it for you. You can always fire them later. Just remember, you want someone else assigned as trustee. You can be the trustee once they're done. That's what I suggest. So there's revocable and irrevocable. Basically, revocable is not good for asset protection. It's great for like doing deals, doing stuff that's temporary. If you want stuff that's permanent, and for like estate planning stuff you're going to do for lifelong to build wealth and preserve your wealth and preserve your privacy and asset protection, you want an irrevocable trust. I help people do those. That's what I do. So if you need help with that, you want help with that, let me know. Book a call and I'll get you going. So there are tax benefits with using trusts. You can talk to your CPA about that. But there's also benefits with using your LLC as a beneficiary on your land trust instead of like your wife's name or maybe your kids' names. So you definitely want an LLC as beneficiary. That helps a whole lot. So it gives you liability protection as well as privacy protection. You put the two together and you have a really solid land trust. So once again, you could use a land trust, you can use a common law trust, or you can use a irrevocable trust. For me, I like irrevocable business trust. They provide everything I need. They give me privacy, asset protection. They help me in my real estate deals, all that good stuff. So if you go through this course, you pay for it. You'll get all the documents you need. All that stuff will be provided to you. You'll have the trust. You'll have the beneficial ownership of all that good stuff. So yeah, all that will be provided, and you can always come to me if you have questions. So the cool thing is, if you have your property in trust, it never goes to probate. So that's a really cool thing. So you don't have to worry about it going to probate. There's just some simple transfer taxes. So alternate special purpose trust would be irrevocable trust, irrevocable business trust, and then there's, of course, common law trust, pure trust, and bulletproof trust and stuff like that. Can't talk today. Anyways, so if you want help with any of those, book a call with me. You can find my calendar, and I'd be happy to help you out. I do this all the time. Like I said, I use trust in everything I do. All my cars are in trust. My houses are in trust. You know, I suggest you put everything in trust and have your LLC or other entities as your beneficiary. Not your family members, not your kids, not your wife. Make your LLC your beneficiary. And I'd say it should probably be another LLC that you're really not using. You're not using in deals, at least. Maybe you're using it as like a holding entity or a management entity. It could be your actually management entity, while your working LLC is your holding entity, where you're doing deals. Anyways, that's the conclusion of this course. Trust can go really deep. For me, like I said, I use irrevocable business trusts. I like them the best. They're not the most convenient thing to use, but if you can get through that, quit putting everything in your own name. It'll serve you well in the years to come. But it'll take years. It'll take you some time at least to undo all the places where your name is at. That includes public records, phone books, all the internet, everywhere. Your car, insurance, banks. So like me at the bank, all my accounts are trusts. I only have savings accounts in my personal name. So that makes me lawsuit proof, judgment proof, collection proof, all that good stuff. I can go to bed, sleep well at night, and I'm not going to have to worry about anything like that. So yeah, if you want protection like that, give me a call. My number is 702-659-7537. That is my office line, and my assistant answers the phone. So if you just tell them, hey, I need to talk to Brian Rice, you'll get through. Otherwise, it's gonna try to have you book a call. So if you want to talk to me, you can just tell my assistant you need to talk to me, and he'll patch you right through. So 702-659-7537. Give me a call or book a call on the link below, and I'd be happy to help you out. Otherwise, the link is on the website. I'll put that in the description as well. You can order your LLC and trust together, but you need to fill out the form. So let me go there real quick and I'll show you what you need to fill out. All right, so this is my intake form. This is the entity tree, which is my company. First you're going to put in your name, phone number, email, preferred business name choices. Would be for your LLC, your second name, all that good stuff. Tell me what you're using it for. That helps a lot. That way I can give you some advice on some names, especially if you're going to try and go out and get credit. So oftentimes you can't get credit if you name it after a real estate, because banks don't like giving credit for real estate. So you got to do marketing, consulting, or something like that. You can probably Google or ask AI what are safe names for getting credit in. You're going to give me your social so I can get your EIN number. Then you're going to upload your driver's license, your social security card, passport if you want. Any other important documents you can load right here. You're just going to click on this arrow right there and load it up. Okay. So you can do that. Tell me if you want registered agent service. That's what I do. Basically, I'm the name that's out there in my company, and so your name stays private. That's what that is. If you don't want it, then basically your name's going to be out there, and everyone's going to know where you live and all that stuff. So when you do registered agent service, my name and my company's address and our address is out there. None of your information is out there in the public. So no one can actually connect your company to your name or your addresses. So when people go to those business lookup sites, they can look up the site, they can look up the business, but they won't be able to connect the business to you or the business to any of your addresses, your homes, your personal stuff, all that good stuff. So that's the importance of having a registered agent. We can keep that private, off the public records, off the internet, all that good stuff. So you're going to confirm all that good stuff. You're going to read through this and confirm all the waivers. Because you go through us, we don't guarantee any results of your business. I can't guarantee that you're going to do anything. All I can guarantee is that what we're going to provide you. So we're going to provide you an LLC, registered agent service, the documents, including, if you buy it, the trust. Whether that's a land trust or an irrevocable trust, that's what I provide. And if you buy that, then you'll get all the documents you need to succeed. Whether you do the work and you learn, that's up to you. So cancellation, basically you have 3 days to cancel. If you don't cancel within 3 days, there are no refunds. You can go from there. You need to email us if you want to cancel. So then you're going to sign. You can sign, you can draw it out, or you can just type. You're going to show me that you did this. And then go from there. So that's what's required. If you have any questions, like I said, give me a call. 702-659-7537. Thanks. See you on the other side.